Gareth, hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, Goldie. Good evening, Benty.
How you doing, Gareth? You
What
right?
would you be, Davey?
Whatever you want, rival.
G-Dog would call you.
I'm in training.
What for?
For you and him.
Listen, Gareth, I'm ready for you. Just make sure you bring your money and your nurse, all right?
And my jab.
Don't forget the jab. Listen, talking of jabs, this fight I just said there, I mean, it makes on paper fascinating reading. I know they've met before in their amateur days, but Claressa Shields, my goodness, she's considered one of the greatest boxers ever, female boxers ever. Olympic golds and titles spread across 3 different weight classes. What a fight this should be.
Yeah, it is, and she's been here before, to be fair to her. It's the 3rd time she's fought for an undisputed title, so the experience of this occasion is very much on her side. She's carried it all week. She's responded to the catcalls from all Savannah Marshall's fans who've been around the event all week. Obviously, it was delayed 5 weeks because of the passing of Queen Elizabeth II from September the 10th. But it's felt really big this week. 11 women's fights on this card, Andy. A headline, of course, by Shields and Marshall. I mean, I make Shields the marginal favourite. She'll probably be hit harder by Savannah than she's ever been hit. But I think Savannah's going to be hit more than she's been hit in her dozen fights in her career. They're both undefeated in a dozen fights. It's a phenomenal prospect. It's a brilliant advert for women's boxing. I'm told the O2 Arena is sold out. We've got Michaela Meyer and Alicia Baumgardner for 3 of the super lightweight belts on the line as well. It's going to be a terrific night.
Gareth, you talk about the fight between Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. I mean, I can't wait for it. In terms of like the magnitude of this fight, is this bigger than Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano?
I think it is in some ways. I think that had a lot of heat under it, and they garnered a lot of support, did DAZN and Matchroom and Eddie Hearn over in the United States. They put it on. I was there and covered it live. It was an amazing night and a terrific 20-minute fight, 10 2-minute rounds, and it felt like it probably should have been 12 rounds. Yeah, I think it is as big. I think because this rivalry, as you say, goes back 10 years. Claressa has only been beaten in amateur and pro fights by Savannah in 2012 at the World Amateur Championships in China, where Savannah went on to be world number 1 and win the gold medal there. Didn't win the Olympics later in the year that Claressa won. And obviously, as you say, Claressa, an Olympian twice as a gold medalist. There's so much on the line for these 2 women, and the fact it's been delayed 5 weeks. They must be itching to get in the ring, and you felt that about them all week. They both carried themselves well through those extra 5 weeks. They had a bit of a rest. Both of them went back into sparring. I think it's Shields' fight to lose because she is elusive. Marshall is a big power puncher, but it's a pick'em. It's a true pick'em fight, and these 2 women belong with Serrano and Taylor at the very, very top of the sport.
Okay. Gareth, just ever so briefly, you mentioned Alicia Baumgardner earlier on. She takes on Michaela Meyer. This is a co-main event, of course. How do you see that fight going?
Well, Baumgardner is a real power puncher. We saw that when she won the title, knocking out Terry Harper from Doncaster in a terrific fight last year. Baumgardner is a super athlete. Meyer has a brilliant amateur pedigree. It's all about whether Meyer can keep Baumgardner under control with her reach and height advantages, with her boxing skills, and not be drawn into a dogfight. But I will tell you that Baumgardner's got under Meyer's skin this week, and it wouldn't surprise me if they go hell for leather in the early rounds here and really do get into a dogfight. If so, I make Baumgardner the favourite.
Just briefly, right? You mentioned those 2, and Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. What kind of money will they be getting for this fight?
Oh, I don't really know, but I do know that Claressa Shields signed a multiple fight deal with Boxer and Sky for definitely a 7-figure sum. So I imagine they will be earning in the hundreds of thousands for this. Wow. They obviously deserve parity, but they also, I think, should be moved up to 12 2-minute rounds, not 10 2-minute rounds, because these fights fly by. They'll be earning very well from this.
Okay. Listen, keep up the training. When you're ready for the fight, you know where I am.
Cheers,
all right, Gareth?
I know where to find you.
That scares the hell out of me. Have a good weekend. Thanks for coming on, Gareth. Cheers. There you go, wonderful Gareth A. Davies. Who do you think would win, me or him?
Him.
Why? Why'd you say that?
Because I see you every day.
I'm too quick, mate.
You're not. You'll have David Hay, Achilles.
Yeah, but actually, I probably was a very good point.